Good evening to all. Uh, I first of all welcome all the learners of MAPC program in this induction meeting for July 2022 session. In this induction meeting, you all will be getting information related to your academic activities, which you all are going to perform in next 2 years or up to your maximum duration. I first want to welcome the Dr. Monica Mishra ma'am, who is faculty from Psychology Discipline, School of Social Science. I now request our Regional Director in charge, Dr. E. Krishna Rao sir, for his initial remarks. Thank you.
Thank you. Good evening to all the learners. Dr. Monica Mishra from Discipline of Psychology, School of Social Science, IGNOU, New Delhi. My own colleague, Dr. Nambudripal, Assistant Regional Director, RC Mumbai, and Mr. Seshank, one of our staff from RC Mumbai, and the study center coordinator and academic counselors. I formally welcome you all for this MA Psychology induction meeting for the students of July 2022. At outset, I congratulate all the learners, those who have taken your admission in our Indira Gandhi National Open University for this July 2022 session. As you are all aware, Indira Gandhi National Open University was established by an Act of Parliament in 1985. We have started offering the programs from 1987 onwards. We have started our journey with two diploma programs, that is a diploma in management and a diploma in distance education. Now, IGNOU is offering more than 250 programs starting from certificate, which is having the 6 months duration, to the PhD level. However, at the regional center level, we are offering certificate, diploma, PG diploma, bachelor's, and master degree programs. IGNOU has recently got NAC A++ grade. IGNOU is only the National Open University which got this great NAC accreditation and also highest A++ grade. And the degrees, diplomas issued by the IGNOU is recognized across the globe. Even in India, all the nodal agencies related to the higher education, such as UGC, AICTE, NCTE, recognize IGNOU degrees. And the IGNOU is directly under the Ministry of Education, Government of India. IGNOU recently introduced so many skill-based and employment-oriented programs, whereas the ministry is entrusting so many works to the IGNOU, and our Honorable Vice Chancellor all the time directing and instructing the regional centers to give the highest priority for the student support services. IGNOU is having the vast network across the country, from Kashmir to Kanyakumari. We are having 56 regional centers. And also in the IGNOU, as a learners, you are having the flexibility at the entry level as well as the exit level. And there is no bar of the age, there is no bar of the gender, and there is no bar of the religion. And the IGNOU main objective is to democratize the higher education and taking the education to the doorstep of the, as a part of democratizing the higher education, IGNO is offering so many programs. At the same time, fees concession and no fees for the SC/ST students in selected programs, and giving more opportunities for the studies, because of now the youth and even some of the employees also waiting for more opportunities. Such type of the people are selecting the IGNO. You will get variety of the programs in the IGNO, and IGNO is the nodal agency for two Swayam Prabha channels. As you are all aware, nowadays major proportion of the activities we are conducting through online. If you see the IGNO program delivery system, we adapted the multimedia approach. As a part of it, we are having the study material and digital material, and through the media, where IGNO is having 24 hours educational channel, that is Gyan Darshan. We are having the FM radio, that is Gyan Vani. We are having the Swayam Prabha channels, channel 17 and channel 18. And also we have started channel-based counseling and Vidya Bharati. And at the regional center level and study center level, we are conducting online counseling sessions. Further, even for the benefit of the students, Regional Center Mumbai has initiated online student grievance redressal drives. That is E-Shiksha Ki Baat Regional Director ke saath program. Every second and fourth Friday at 11 a.m. What you all have to understand here, you are going to enter into the new instruction system, the system where it give the importance for the self-study. In the ODL system, open distance learning, where you all are adult and well matured, IGNO will provide you support services like study material, conduct counseling, organize examination. But whereas as an adult, you have to read the study material, you have to prepare yourself for the examination, where your doubts and all the things will be cleared by the particular academic counselors through online academic counseling. But whereas no one is going to ask you why you have not submitted your assignments, why you have not written your examinations, where the IGNO will provide you. It is a student self-centric, student-centric approach, where you all have to take the more responsibility. At the same time, you are having the study center, you are having the regional center, and you are having the headquarters, where all your maximum problems will be solved at your study center. Study center is your first contact point. After that, issues are not resolved, you can approach the regional center Mumbai, and final degree and diploma will be issued by our headquarters. This is, everyone has to know. It is a general information. But however, we are going to give you program specific information, where this MA Psychology is one of the demanded program under Regional Center Mumbai. Every session we used to get the admissions about 500 to 600. Even this session, July 2022, also we about 610 students have been registered for MA Psychology program. That's why we have divided them into the two batches. Today we have called all of the students, and Monday we are going to conduct the induction meeting for the another batch. But here I am happy to inform you that our faculty, Dr. Monica Mishraji, has agreed to participate in this induction meeting and orient the students. Because of this induction meetings are very important, particularly in the open distance learning, where the learner should know everything about your studies. Once you are acquiring knowledge and once you are aware about the procedures in the open distance learning, your journey these 2 years will be very happy, comfortable journey you can make in the IGNO. Successfully you will receive the your degree. That's why I requested Dr. Monica Mishraji. Immediately she has accepted our invitation. I congratulate you once again for registering with Indira Gandhi National Open University Regional Center Mumbai for this MA Psychology program. And as a regional director, I inform all the students, Regional Center Mumbai is for the students and IGNO is the People's University. IGNO is always striving to provide better student support services and support the students. There is no worries about your studies. Please carefully listen Dr. Monica Mishraji presentation, and after that, if you are having any doubts, our Assistant Regional Director, Dr. Nambudri, and Mr. Seshank, they will show you the some of the links and everything. We will clear all your doubts at any point of time. You can approach the regional center for your support services for your studies. Thank you, one and all. I request Dr. Monica Mishraji to continue her presentation. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you so much, Dr. Krishna. You have been really very helpful to my students who every year in 2 cycles they enroll for the program, and it is because of your constant support to us that we are seeing consecutively we are seeing heavy enrollment in Regional Center Mumbai, and all the accolades to you. And Dr. Rao has been really very helpful for all my learners, for all our IGNU learners. And because masters in psychology as well as the UG program in psychology, they are very intensive and demanding, and hence the learners support services have to be adequate. Though time and again sir is also we need more study centers and so on, but being Bombay a very big city, but I welcome you all, and I wish you the very best for the 2-year journey, because the program is of 2 years, and I wish I want also that you complete in 2 years. For this you need to keep track of all the academic events and the sessions and so on and so forth. So whatever is happening, you have to be vigilant, because the onus, as what sir just mentioned, the responsibility is yours also. So once you have enrolled, it is like now the real duty and responsibility starts. Whatever help you want from us, we are always there. However, the main of course, everything you have to do as a learner. So we are always there. Okay, so now let me start. As I just mentioned, that masters, I will not be showing you any slides and all, because then you get deviated. You just listen, try to understand, and you can come up with your queries, right? So I'll try to, as a new learner to the program, I know many of your queries, so I'll try to address that, and then you can come up with your whatever questions you have. So it's a credit system in IGNU. It's a 2-year program. It is UGC recognized, and it's based on the credit, and 1 credit is equal to 30 study hours. So the study hours includes everything, reading the study material, watching the channels or the Gyan Darshan, and listening to radio counseling and so on. So all these academic activities is included into that. So that makes your credit system here. And IGNU is one of the, initial universities who has been following the credit system, which now UGC has adopted. So since 1986, we have been following the credit system. It's a 2 years program. So if you start in, you have technically started the program in July 2022. So more or less your 6 months have already gone. And you are eligible to take the exam in June 2022, June 2023. And in June 2024, that will be your last year. So it is not semester based, it is annual system. So it is an intensive program. I say that because it has got practical component, it has got theory. In the second year, when you move on to the second year, you have, as per the specialization groups, you have practical, you have internship, and you also have dissertation, right? Now, recently, the discipline also introduced one extra elective. When you select the dissertation, you have a theory elective also now, right? So I'll come on to that. Let us go step by step. So now, since you've taken admission to the first year, now what your aim should be. So now you have 4 theory courses and 1 practical, right? You have MPC 001, 002, 3, 4, 5, 6, and MPCL 7. That is, L stands for your lab work, right? So you have got 6 theory courses and 1 lab. You can switch on your videos if the bandwidth supports, so that I can see you all. So theory is, you will be having assignments for all the theory courses, right? I repeat, you have assignments for all the theory courses, that is from MPC 001 to 006. So have you gone through the program guide by any chance, or got your hands on the study material by any chance? Any of you?
Yes, I've received about 3 books.
All right.
5
I
and
have
7.
just received, I think, only 3 books.
Correct.
That
Correct.
is,
Okay.
Only 3 books.
Great. So that means
Ma'am, I
now
have
you've
also
got
received only 3 books.
3
I have
books.
received only 2 books.
Okay. So which courses primarily, for example, in 3 books were
Statistics,
Statistics,
experimental.
experiment.
Methods and experimental psychology. These are the 3 books which we see.
experimental psychology? Which course is that? Experimental psychology?
MPCL 007.
007.
Okay, that's the lab work. Okay. Psychological testing. Okay. And okay. So you have the 6. So now, for example, if you all have not received, many of you have not received the complete sets, right? So what you can do is go on to the IGNOU website. You are all there on social media. How
Yes, ma'am.
active you all are on social media? Can I have a quick answer? How active you are on social media?
Not a lot.
Very much. Ronak?
Very.
Very. Right. So that,
I downloaded from the Dan coach, I think.
yes. So that's what I was just about to say, that since you all are very active, quite a lot, I'm active. So you have to be very active in, accessing the IGNOU website, right? And here you will see, that's why I said, because I just wanted to check whether you people are active or not on social media, because, and like this, you just need to type like this, right? You go on to ignou.ac.in for all the updates. See, you all should be knowing whom to contact and when, right? All your updates are there on ignou.ac.in plus your regional center website. Okay, so you need not go to any other website. It is just this website. Everything is here. You go to eGyan Kosh. For all of you who have not received your material, you may access it here just by typing the course code in that icon, right? So you can just download and start reading. So the program guide is also there. So you just write MAPC program guide and you will get access to it. You read about it, because we have changed a bit, meaning the evaluation pattern and so on. We have changed for the practical, internship and project. So you should first read. Okay. I'll take your answers later. I'll take your questions later on. Let me first, complete with the academic things. So this is, first you read the program guide, right? Read the study material. If you have got hard copy, good enough. Soft copy, you can download it and read before going to the counseling sessions, right? Because these courses are of 4 credits. So you will be technically having only 4 sessions. One session will be of 2 hours. So don't expect that your syllabus will be completed in these 8 hours. Will it be possible? It will not be possible. So what you're going to do is you are going to read the study material, underline it, make your own notes in the side, because the university has provided you ample space on the left, on the margins, right? Make your own notes, underline. Now, since I'm seeing you people are quite active, you have formed your own WhatsApp group and you discuss among this. Peer learning is as important, right? Then you can ask your counselor to explain whatever any particular theory or any perspective, any whatever topic that might be difficult to understand or something like that. You can ask your counselor, right, to explain that in detail. You can also discuss among yourselves, right? So this should be actually the the stepwise process that you should, because it's not like you are going like a clean slate to the class. It is not like that. You have to read and then go. One thing before I start with the main, like for example, we have MPC 001. So that is, are you aware of the title? Okay, MPC 002.
Cognitive psychology.
Cognitive psychology.
Okay, cognitive psychology. We have first one deals with cognitive psychology. So, as the name suggests, cognitive psychology is about the higher order functioning of the individual, that is thinking, memory, learning, and so on, right? So, read that. If you have any problem, like, because many of you will be from non-psychology background, I'm very sure of that, right? So what you can do is, you can always, when you go on to eGyan Kosh, you can always type this. I'll just type it out. BA Psychology. Now, this is our honors course. Many of our honors courses are here on BA Psychology. You can just have a look on these courses instead of running here and there, right? These are our own courses developed for the undergrad honors students. So this is, I'm telling, because it might be, because this is of course on the basis of the emails that we receive. It is little, maybe for comprehending and all, it might be a little difficult. So this will give you a, you will be able to develop a better understanding when you go through these study materials. Like, you can just see, just see, like, for example, it is core courses are there. For example, core courses are there. So, and actually our honors program is as per the semester. So you can just click on to that. Whatever suits your title, you can always access that and read, right? So, and we also have discipline specific. That is that is not important for you all. Just that you have a look from 1 to 6 semester core courses, right? So you have MPC 001, that is cognitive. MPC 002, you have, which is the course?
Lifespan psychology.
Exactly. We have lifespan development. Now, lifespan development is quite close to developmental psychology. Now, developmental psychology is, I have just got MPC 5, 6, and 7. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'll just nay, I'm asking you all, don't write it like this. I just wanted to check with you all whether you know, whether you have, come across the titles and all. I know these. Right, I'm just asking. Actually, you are trying to help your friends. Twisha, you are trying to help your friends so that your batchmates don't get confused, and fat they're able to reply. Okay, so good. Thanks for it. So lifespan psychology, lifespan development, that is MPC 002. It is quite close to developmental psychology that we have in the graduation level, right? So here, what is happening in lifespan approach? Lifespan approach is the stage wise, like before the birth, then infancy, childhood, adolescence, adulthood, right? While as in developmental psychology, we are approaching human behavior from different processes like social development, emotional development, cognitive development, and so on. So that is the basic difference. Otherwise, the theories, the principles, everything, the different perspectives, they're all same. We have Vygotsky and Piaget and Kohlberg, Gilligan, and etc. etc. All the theories and principles, they are all same. It is just the approach that is little different. So you can have a look at developmental psychology from the graduation level, which will help you in developing the concepts in a more clearer way. Then you have personality theories and assessment, that is MPC 3. So the name, the title itself reflects that it will deal about the personality theories. And personality, as you know, it is dealt from different perspectives. We have many theories, trait approach and type approach. We have Indian perspective also. So we do have also in a graduation level, we also have 103, that is our course code, where you can have a just a brief, if you want to say an overview kind of a thing to have a better understanding. Or if it is absolutely okay, I'm not saying that it's difficult, it is just for your help, right? So see, your IGNU material should be the basis. You should not, meaning there are at times many of our learners who are saying, okay, we can make this as the base of, answer. We can write this, my marks will not be deducted. It's not like that. See, first you have to read your IGNU material, try to develop an understanding, and then you can corroborate like whatever you can add on. And because it has to be related and relevant. No one will cut marks provided you see what is being asked in your assignments and your question papers. You should be knowing what is being asked. If the question is about say for example cognitive development as per Vygotsky, right? If suppose this is the example, if suppose this is the question, maybe in your assignment or in your term end, how can you explain cognitive development as per Vygotsky? Now you start writing about, except Vygotsky, you write everything. That is also happening. That also happens. Except Vygotsky, you tend to write everything else. So you write Piaget, so you write Kohlberg, and you write any Bowlby also you write, right? So, but you don't write Vygotsky. And then the student will also apply for re-evaluation. That I have written so well and I have not got good marks. So you should try to see what is being asked. You should try to limit in whatever the limited words that are being, say, for example, if the question is of 500 marks or 250 words, 500 words or 250 words or 100 words, and so on. Keep that in mind, right? So you should be always focused because, developmental lifespan development or personality for that matter, if you go by the title, it seems they're very simple. Everything goes through these phases. Everyone sees what is happening in the society. Everyone has a personality. It seems that it's very easy. But that general approach is not required when you are attempting your assignments or when you are attempting your question paper, or for that matter, when you are developing an understanding about that course. Abhi, you are at the stage where you are trying to build up your understanding about the different psychological principles that are related to human behavior. Overall, if you seek the cognitive, the developmental approach, the personality, social processes that are in social psychology. So these are all an overarching concepts, all within these. Within these, we have overarching, psychological theories and principles, and they are quite interrelated. Say, for example, in personality theories, we will be reading about Freud, we will be reading about Watson, right? We will be also reading about Erickson's personality theory. So we are also reading it in developmental psychology, in lifespan development. Right. So you need to correlate these theorists, right? Their principles. After reading the units, you should be in a position to summarize the various concepts. For example, if I say, after reading personality theories and assessment, can you make a summary of how to assess personality? Make a tabular form. You can make a tabular form. You can very well, chalk out what are the subjective measures to assess personality, what are the objective measures to personality, right? You can always say what are the salient features of objective measures. Inventory ho gayi, yeah, whatever, paper pencil test. Projective test, these are subjective tests. What are the projective tests? Then you should also try to figure out what are the advantages and disadvantages. The advantages of one group becomes the disadvantage of the other, and vice versa. So, getting my point, you should be in a position to summarize. For say, for example, again, if I say different theorists of personality, these personologists. Now, what are the differences? What are the basic difference? The characteristic, the points of difference between Freud and maybe maybe Maslow. What are the points on which Freud emphasized? What are the points on which Maslow emphasized? After reading these units, you should be clear about that. So you should start reflecting on your own. You should try to yourself also, you can introspect and you can come out with your own points, and wherever you get stuck, you can discuss among yourselves, get back to your counselors, you can write to us also, right? Now you have MPC 4, advanced social psychology. You have advanced social psychology. Now, social psychology is about the different processes that you see, how in the society, in the human interaction, the group dynamics, and so on. You have various theories and phenomena here. And try to, when you read, try to, relate it with your, what is happening in the society. The stereotypes, the prejudice, discrimination, pro-social behavior, environment. How can it be related to the pro-environment behavior, right? How these principles can be adopted and adapted for sustainable development, right? This all can be translated here and there, because this is, everything, the human behavior is most important, and you are going to delve into that, right? So how to change behavior, because our attitudes, our stereotypes, our aptitudes, so on and so forth, interests, they're all very intricate things of human behavior, right? So then we come on to MPC 5 and 6. Now these are very important courses, MPC 5 and 6. 5 is related to research methods and 6 is statistics. Now what are these research methods? When you study a discipline, right, any subject, say for example, abhi tak aapne, whatever subject you have read, for example, sociology or economics or botany, geography, whatever, how to do research in that particular area. There are certain research methods, right, which are important. So you will be reading about such research methods and how to conduct research. Because, psychology in social science is one of the disciplines where you have rigorous experimentation, right? You have quantitative research, primarily. The design is quantitative in nature. Now, of course, you also have qualitative studies, but the focus was earlier, of course, on quantification. And when you say quantification, a lot of statistics was involved, right? So you have the 6th paper, that is statistics and psychology. So it actually has, it's different from maths. So you shouldn't be scared. Number one, you shouldn't be scared of statistics. Statistics is wonderful. It's simply wonderful. Go step by step. And I'll tell you one thing. I'll give you, again, I'm quoting, these are the courses that will be of utmost help to you. Then it will not be a rocket science for you all. It will be very simple exercise. Statistics, you will not be scared and you will do everything on your own. You will not take any help of others. So BPCC 104, this is the core course that is we are offering at the undergrad level. BPCC 108 and BPCC 134, this is of general. Now these three courses, right? These three courses are related to statistics at the undergrad level. Now what you do is you read your material first, right? MPC 6, you read that first. Underline it. Wherever you get stuck, get back to these courses. And then you try, if it suits you, you can read them, or you can, wherever you want to join them, you can join, you can try to develop an understanding, because it is very simple. It is we who are making, things difficult. Most of the times you people are Mumbaikers and you know the things, what happen in traffic jam most of the times. It is we humans only who create these traffic jams. Once I had also gone to RC Mumbai before the COVID in an orientation program. By the time I reached the regional center, that time it was in Mulund. So by the time my senior faculty and myself, we had gone for such an orientation, we are doing it online. By the time I reached the regional center, I went off to sleep. I think maybe in 5 hours we reached the center or something like that. And it was a morning flight. And it was all, how people had done it. So we only complicate things and we only simplify it, right? So in order to simplify, I have given you these references, 104, 108 and 134. It will become very easy for you, right? So try to develop an understanding, because this will, why I'm stressing this will help you when you're doing your dissertation, right? Dissertation is in your second year. We will come on to that.
Ma'am, 104, 108 and 134 are for both research method and statistics.
Actually, this is for statistics. RM ka, wait, I will tell you. It is 104, 5, 6, 7. I think just check this 105 or just check this. I'm a bit confused. 5, 6, 7. Either it will be 105 or 107. Okay. I think this will be also social psychology, because we also have social psychology in undergrad. See, actually, I'm giving you this reference because many of you are from non-psychology background. And doing directly masters, it is a bit of a challenge because it's an intensive program. And hence I'm giving you, because we ourselves have developed these courses and they have come out in a very, in a nice manner, they have come out. So I'm giving you these references instead of other textbooks, though, now you have many textbooks in PDF form online. So, but my stress is first you develop an understanding, the basic, then you can go on to the books. That's not a problem. Knowledge is always welcome, but at least a base should be ready for that. And then of course you can go on to so many PDFs available. There are so many textbooks, really good textbooks that are available that you will come across. So once you start typing and all of, they'll just barge in. You just have to, then you will have, now as you see during the pandemic, we also have another thing like infodemic. There's an epidemic of information. So now you have to sort it out, what you want and what you don't want, because there's so much, that you have so much of information, so much, right? So you, as a learner, what suits you? What suits you? Everyone has got their different styles. Whatever suits you, the language, pictorial representation or something. So whatever suits you, you can accordingly, read. So, Smriti, I apologize on behalf of the people of Mumbai for that poor experience. Now we are in Delhi and we are having this harrowing experience every day here. So the situation is same in all the metros now. Okay, thanks for that. So now when we come on to MPCL 007. MPCL 007. Now this is your practicum, right? Now this is practical. Just a minute, huh? Just a minute. Sorry for this. I have disconnected my phone now. So now practical, when we have counseling sessions from MPC to MPC 6, there will be 4 counseling sessions, of course, which are not mandatory, but I suggest you that you attend these sessions, right? So it will help you in understanding the different concepts and theories and interaction with your peer group, your counselors, and so on. Now, when we come on to MPCL 7, now here the practical, practical sessions are mandatory. Right now, the practicals will be done at your study center in the face-to-face mode, in whatever when like we have it in the conventional system, one-on-one that we do. One will be the participant, one will be the the experimenter or the tester. The results will be shared, and read the practical handbook. It is also uploaded on eGyan Kosh. If you have, many of you must have not received. So just type MPCL 007. So like आपने ना यहाँ पे MPC 1 लिखा है, so write MPC 001. So that is a correct code. So you will get the correct book there. So you write MPCL 007, you will get the handbook. And in this handbook, I would suggest that you read the online version first, because there are few corrections. I'm writing you these course codes. Just a second. 2434 MPC 015 025 035 MPC 016 026 036 7 14 15 16. Okay. For this, yeah. Now MPCL 7 is of your first year, then 14, 15 and 16. This is your second year. I'll come on to that. MPCL. So you just access these from eGyan Kosh, because they have some changes in the evaluation methodology. So you will have a look. And maybe the ones that you have got might be a little, just at the evaluation point, they might be different. So you get access to the online thing, and wherever there are changes, you can write it in your handbook, especially the evaluation methodology. That is the only change that we have made, nothing else. The evaluation methodology for all these. So here, what as just mentioned, you are going to do in the face-to-face mode, and once completed, you're going to make a file. Many of you must be, have that experience of making files and all at the BA level or the BSc and so on. So as it is the practice, we are going to make file, get it submitted. Your counselor will evaluate you. There's something like the internal evaluation. In the external evaluation, now what happens is, you have assignment for the theory. There is no assignment for the practical. Okay, there is no assignment for the practical, because here you are conducting it, all the practicals in the classroom sessions. You're going to make a file, submit it. Now, when it comes to exam, the date for the rest of the exams will appear in the term and date sheet, but not for the practical. The practical date, exam date, will be informed by your regional center, right? And you keep on visiting IGNOU Mumbai Regional Center website for all the updates, right? So यहाँ पे आपको date मिल जाएगी, whatever the exam date. So on that exam date, you will be going with one of the participants, right? Because you are going to do, abhi to class mein you have done it on each other. On the exam day, what will happen? So you will have to take one participant with you, and there, that participants get exchanged, because you can always tell ki, you can make them learn things and so on. So there, this will be changed. Your participant will be changed, and there is strict system. Whatever comes into your slot, you have to do that. Then you have to write it. Get that, you will submit. Of course, that will be also evaluated by the external examiner, and then viva will happen. So there is no re-evaluation in your practical, right? For example, in theory courses, you can go for reval. Here you will not be able to go for any reval. And the pass percentage is 40. In all the master's program of IGNOU, the pass percentage is 40, right? So just keep that in mind. And undergrad it's 35. However, in the master's it's 40. So keep that in mind. So now first year is complete. So with this we come on to the second year. अभी हमारे 7 courses हो गए और practicals will be at the study centers. Can we explain the practicum exam again, please? See, it is mentioned in your practical sessions will not be conducted online. Please, nothing online. You people are going to cinema halls. You people are going overseas, malls, so on and so forth. I just saw the other day many Mumbaikas had gone to Goa and Goa airport was jam-packed because of you all. So now no online things, only offline. Okay? So offline sessions at the exam center. Study center.
When will the practical exams be held?
पहले करो तो
पहले
practical तो करो.
Sorry, when will the practical sessions be held, not the exams?
वो होंगे, वो that your study center will inform you. Please
Okay.
give what I hope that you have all, furnished your operational IDs and phone numbers, right? Because the message is communicated on these email IDs and phone numbers, right? So that should be working. Okay, so you have to that this has to be done in the regular mode, that is in the face-to-face mode, and then during the exam there will be a chit system, because in all I think there are 6 to 8 practicals. So how you will select? So there is a chit system. Normally we do it in the regular system also. You will have to pick out one chit, whatever comes into your this thing, you will have to do it, and accordingly write it in your answer book. And then the viva will happen, right? Exams will conducted. Which exams? Theory exams are normally from first. They are conducted in June and December. Now everything is.
Ma'am, even the counseling session will be informed in the same fashion?
It is actually now hybrid, online and offline both, right?
Counseling sessions,
yes.
Okay.
Otherwise, so it happens offline only at the study center.
Okay.
Okay. So this program is not online actually, because
Okay.
your exams will also happen in offline mode only at the exam centers. For the practical, your exam center will be the study center. I repeat, for
Okay.
practical, your exam center will be your study center. But for your theory courses, it is not necessary that your exam center will be your study center. Got it? I hope it's not confusing.
Yeah.
When we study, can we study any subject anytime, or there's any code that makes it? No. See, it has to be, it depends. See, everything is related. You can, however, you can take up anything independently also, right? For example, of many people who are much interested in RM and statistics, they would like to pick up these courses first. You can pick up RM, you can pick up MPC 5 and 6 first before MPC 1 and 2. It's up to you. Every course is independent and every course is interrelated also. So it is up to you. You as a student of psychology have to go through all the courses. So you need to make a strategy of how to go step by step. You want to read block 1 of all the courses, or you want to complete first and then second and then third and so on. So it's up to you. However, you need to see that you are able to complete it, meaning like by 30th March, you have to submit the assignments. The assignments are already uploaded on the website. ignu.ac.in, under downloads mein there's assignment, and assignment you have MAPC, right? So checking on the validity of the courses, the assignments, you have to download them and attempt them in your own handwriting, submit it at the study center.
Ma'am, do we have any particular format to follow while writing the assignments?
No, these are all open-ended. Why do you want a format? Why do you want a format for answer writing?
No, ma'am, because it is mentioned like there are certain answers which has a limit of say for example 500 words or
That
just
in every
1000?
exam you have. You cannot
Okay.
keep on writing and writing and writing. Do you?
No.
Then
All right. And we have to submit all the subject assignments in different files, right?
yes,
Ma'am?
that of course you have to, and attach the question paper so that it becomes easy for your counselor to evaluate.
Okay, ma'am. Thank
Right.
you.
So
Also, ma'am,
there is no format. However, you need not copy it verbatim from your study material. Don't copy it verbatim from your study material. Reword it in your own words, paraphrase it in your own words, and then write it.
All right.
Right?
Thank you.
ma'am,
And it
could
has to
you,
be in your now. This assignment is the prerequisite for you to take the exam in June. Otherwise, you will not be able to take the exam in June. All right. So this becomes your prerequisite. You have to submit the assignments and then only you can take the exam.
ma'am,
Hmm.
could you just run us through the various milestones and what are the timelines for those deadlines for
See,
the
these
first
are
year?
all given on the IGNOU website also, but assignments ke liye I'm telling you it is 30th March for you to take the exam in June. And if failing which many times the students are not able to take all the exams in one go. So after 6 months, that is in December, you can take the exam. तो एक बार assignment आपने submit कर दिया है, so you need not submit it again. However, if you miss out, then you can submit it by 30th September again, for which you will be able to take it in December.
Got. Thank you.
But once, see, the assignment of July and January, they are common. Failing which, if you want to, take the exam next, say, for example, June 24th, then your assignment will change. The assignment doesn't remain the same.
Got.
Okay? So that you have to be a little particular.
Ma'am, can you explain how to get?
Ma'am,
Wait,
hello.
let me
Ma'am,
complete
can we
second
submit?
year. Let me complete second year, then we'll come on to that. Okay?
Hello.
Anji.
Ma'am, I have a question here, please.
Hmm.
Yeah, ma'am, I have finished my papers, all my theory papers. My only project was remaining, but it didn't go through. That is also over. It was sent, but
No,
for some
but
technical.
abhi to my students are of July 22. You are an old student.
Yeah, I'm an old student. What happened is I had to take readmission.
Okay.
Only for the project because it didn't go through for some technical problem. So I took readmission. Now all I want to know is earlier, I had to do the entire research, under a senior PhD guide. I had to do that. But after that, it seems there is another paper that that's the option that is available from I think last 2 years. Wherein I can just I can write an assignment like the other papers and then give the paper. Correct? Yeah. So what I want to know is I've taken readmission. My other papers are done. This particular project is the only one that's pending, which means now it is a paper, right? Just like the other papers. So for me also, I think March the last month before which I have to submit it. Is that how it is?
Yes. So that becomes a shortcut for you, na? Now you don't want to take dissertation.
I sent it, but it didn't go through, and I got a confirmation also, the control number. I'm quite surprised how it didn't go through. I tried my best, sent so many
But
mails.
then you can give your synopsis again, and you can go for that.
Yeah, but the entire process, and again, I'm really worried. I don't know how this whole thing happened. So I thought I will, rather I will take the other option.
Then if you don't want to go for dissertation for 046, the process is same like the other theory courses.
Correct. There is the other paper that has been introduced, I think, from the last two years. So is the process the same? Should I be, by March, should I be submitting the assignment and taking the
assignment pehle dena hai, then only you will be able to take the exam.
So exam will be only in June, is it?
Yes.
Okay, not before that. So okay, not before
after
that.
1 year only.
Okay. So, ma'am, actually what happens is, many a times I don't get the mails. Okay. So same way I missed out on the Viber.
Spam mein check kariye, because see, from where will the regional center get your emails? The ones that you have mentioned on the admission form.
Yeah. There itself.
Check your spam, check your whatever way, because once if you have received it, you will be receiving it. Okay.
I missed
because your phone numbers and your email ID should be functional. That is not the fault of the regional center.
No, so ma'am, sometimes I get, sometimes I don't get. I'm quite.
Then it is your fault. It is not regional center's fault. Because
And what
the
happens?
center always sends whatever the IDs they have, they send it across all the students. Why will they not send?
No, they do send, but there was this technical problem that happened.
Yeah.
So ma'am,
Yes,
just
sir,
want
yes,
to,
sir.
Hello, please.
yeah,
You need to discuss these issues in this platform.
Correct.
These students are all very new to the IGNO. They are all the fresh students. If any old
okay.
students have joined in this meeting,
Hmm.
please come out from the meeting, and we will take care the issues, whatever you are having. You can join in our online student grievance redressal drive, which conducts second and fourth Friday at 11 a.m. or otherwise you can visit Regional Center Mumbai, or you can send the email, or you can call to me my landline number. Please don't make any disturbance. Don't discuss other than the fresh student.
Okay.
Please.
Sure. Just one clarity.
Go ahead.
Okay, only one thing is, so March I have to submit, by March I have to submit the assignment, and the exam will be in June, right? Before that, there is nothing with regard to that paper, right? Just wanted clarity on that.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Now we come on to second year, right? So now in second year, what is happening is you have got 3 specialization groups, right? You have clinical psychology, you have counseling psychology, and you have industrial organizational psychology, that is IO psychology. Now, as per your interest area, what you want to do, see, because MA psychology, if you want to make a career in psychology, there are many people who are nowadays making a shift from various disciplines. They want to make a career in psychology. So masters in psychology is the first step when you make, if you want to go ahead in this area. This is the starting point. Without this, nothing will happen, right? So this is your takeoff position. So this is the first step. So you have to be very particular while selecting the group. You want to go into clinical psychology, you want to practice as a clinical psychologist, go for clinical psychology, where you are going to deal with disorders and complicated problems, complex human behaviors, and so on. Read the structure, right? In the program guide, you will have, a bit of, like, for example, how you diagnose disorders, how you assess disorders, what are the therapies, right? And in counseling psychology, if you want to go in as a counselor, like in school or in NGOs and so on, or you want to open your own counseling center, so there you are not a clinical psychologist, you are a counselor, meaning you will be dealing with problems which are of milder level. They are not very complex, they are not disorders. Because you, as a counselor, for example, if some student comes to you and then you say, okay, this is a mild problem, you will be dealing with it, you will be assessing maybe, and you may also give some therapeutic intervention. But then if there is some disorder, if you can see there's something more complex to it, you will refer it to a clinical psychologist. You will not be doing it as a counselor. Right. So for a clinical psychologist, you need, after your master's, you need to further do your MPhil and PhD in clinical psychology. Right. That from an RCI, there is something like Rehabilitation Council of India. You can, in your free time, you can just access that website. And, I'm sure you must be aware that UGC has scrapped MPhil from its education system. However, MPhil is only existing in clinical psychology. Right. So if you want, so here now, as a student of psychology, now you have to make an informed decision, and you have to take a decision in this regard, whether to go for clinical psychology, whether to go for counseling psychology. Because once you select the group, I think maybe in a month, if you want to rechange the group and all that, you have to decide within 1 month or so. So you cannot, keep on jumping from one group to the other. And then we have IO psychology, for example, people who are working in banks or in organizations and so on. That is also it's a very good area, which has got a lot of scope, right? When we deal about human resource, human resource planning and development and training your employees and so on. So their IO psychology plays a very important role. So all these three, these are the traditional areas that the university has introduced. Now you can build upon this now, because there are many new areas that have come up, but these are the traditional ones, which this is the first step. After this, you should be upgrading your skills, and like आप इसके बाद बहुत कुछ कर सकते हैं, but this is your first step. So the first thing is selecting the group as per your interest area, as per your career choice, what you want to do in future. And kyunki there are many times there are students who are writing that after 1 year can we do second specialization group, but that is not allowed. Okay, so if you want to do a second specialization group, you have to re-register again as a new student, complete first year, then come on to the second whatever specialization group you want to go through. So in this we have 3 theory courses. Again, now you have finished your master's 1. In first year, we had 6 theory courses, 1 practical. When you come on to second year, you have 3 theory courses. Related to that specialization area, you have 1 practicum course. Now, again, the system of doing practicum is similar to MPCL 007. Here you have MPCE 014, 24, and 34. Now, this is / as per the specialization groups. 14 will be for clinical, 24 is for counseling, 34 is for IO psychology, right? Then we have another very important component of this MA program is internship, right? Now, internship again will be as per your specialization group. Now, before again, when abhi to aapka, you need to concentrate on first year, but once you finish with the exams and all, you can start reading. जब तक material नहीं आता है, you go on to Gyan Kosh, start reading the handbooks, like handbook on practicum and handbook on internship. Now we have mentioned certain criteria where you have to do your internship. Now again, internship has to be in offline mode only, face to face, not online. Okay? You need to go to the organization and complete the number of hours. It is 240 hours of internship, right? So that organization should fulfill certain criteria, because for example, if you are into clinical psychology, then that organization should have this, like for example, certain number of cases you are going to see, you are going to diagnose, or whatever, you are going to observe certain therapy sessions, similarly for the counseling and similarly for the IO psychology. So we have mentioned certain criteria, just read that. Now the next important component is dissertation project, right? Now don't be scared of project. Your MPC 5 and 6 will be okay. You read it thoroughly, because a lot of it, many things depend on your dissertation depends on MPC 5 and 6 also, and a bit of clarity about the various things. Now abhi se, right now, right abhi, after getting a little a hand on your subject, after developing initial some understanding of the psychological principles and all, start thinking about what you want to do for your project, right? So I'm just motivating you to take up dissertation course, because we also have offered 1 theory course, that is 046. If at all, if you all feel that no, dissertation is not my cup of tea, let it be. But for people who really want to go into field, work in some project, take up higher studies, go for MPhil, PhD, work in big shot organizations and all, then you need to go for dissertation. It's not that if you don't do dissertation, you will not be considered. It's not like that. But this will give you an experience, right? For that experience, you want to work for, because field work is very important. You want to become a psychologist, so field work becomes very important. Going to the field, taking responses from the participants, then analyzing it, and then you are interpreting it, right? You come on to with the conclusions and all. Don't copy paste. Because that is one thing, I have taken help. अब वो कितना help लेते हैं, so we all know how much help we take from each other. कभी-कभी we take it verbatim. So this, you should refrain from all these activities. This accounts to plagiarism, right? So because once you start developing this habit of copy pasting, you will have that habit wherever you go. So read the material, read the content, try to paraphrase it in your own words, discuss with your peer group, discuss with counselors. We are here, the course coordinators, the program coordinators. You write to us, we will help you out. So see, this activity is actually designed in a very beautiful way, where you just need to conduct a study on a small sample. Don't make it something like a rocket science or something like that. It's very simple and easy. But you people have, made it so, it's as if it's so exhaustive, collecting data on 10,000 people and, running through SPSS. And a small sample of 1600 can also be done by a scientific calculator. Earlier, all these studies were done, calculation was done through scientific calculator, right? At least you should, now when you're practicing MPC6, take any raw data, do it on your own. Similarly, so it will become very handy for you when you are doing dissertation. Don't go to any people, people, many at times that people are going to statisticians and they are taking exorbitant money just to, calculate. And then whatever they will give you the result, then you should know how to interpret it. Right? For what kind of data, what statistics you are applying, what is the interpretation, you will be in a position to know when you read it. When you read the content, when you read the theory part, then only it will be clear. And for this, you have to also need, a review of literature, then journal articles or book articles. You have to develop that kind of an understanding. Now, it sounds very intimidating, but it is not actually, right? It's very easy. It's very easy. All right.
Ma'am, do we have mentors for that?
Yeah, your academic counselors are there, na? For example,
Okay.
if your academic counselors, you can read the project handbook first.
Okay, fine. Yeah.
For practical, for internship, and for your project, your handbooks are there. You read that to get an idea. Okay. Then, when you read your handbook and you feel like, okay, no, it's very difficult, something that is going beyond, you can always go for 046. That's a shortcut. I mean, it's just a simple theory course. Write an assignment, submit it, and just take your theory exam. It's not very challenging, right? So the ball is in your court. You need to decide and if you want to go into serious psychology career, something like that, dissertation is always a welcome, right? It will give you an upper hand. So it's not that if you have not taken this, you will be, outright, you will be rejected from some place. It's not like that. It's not a ban. But IGNOU in its course structure is one of the premier universities who has introduced all these three components in its program, because you can, all these program structures of various universities are available online. You can very well compare it. It is the only university that has all the practical, the internship, and the project all in its master's program, right? So again, the theory courses will be having assignment, but the practical, internship, and project will not have any assignment. For the practical, your Viva will be held at the study center, but for the internship and project, it will be at the regional center. So wherever you are, you will have to come down to the regional center. And all the, there, of course, we have suggested, like someone was asking about the format of the questions. But for the internship and the project, we have given a format, how to go about, the chapterizations and the font and the space, how to write references, everything that is given in the handbook, because that's a kind of a mini research. You can very well publish your papers on the basis of that with the help of your mentors or supervisors. Okay, so then of course you have Viva for this, your internship and your project. And then you successfully, after completing all these 13 courses, you successfully complete your master's. Okay, so yeah, tell me, Kajal.
Ma'am, even for counseling psychology, MPhil or PhD is must to make the career?
MPhil, I told you, it is already scrapped. You don't have MPhil now in any of the subject except clinical psychology.
Okay. So after MA in psychology, suppose I choose counseling, so I can directly start with any organization?
You can start with any organization, but I told you that master's in psychology is the first step.
Yes.
You need to develop that kind of a competency,
Okay.
right? Here, you if you do it seriously, your practical, your internship, your project, you will be able to develop competency. But once full-fledgedly, when you are there in the field, you start working with people, then you realize what are the gaps you want to fill up. So you can always, do all these upskilling courses. See, for example, you are into counseling, you feel no, drama therapy or movement therapy is, it will work for children. Let me do a small course.
Okay.
Right. So, like that ways, there are so many therapies now coming up, alternative therapies and so on. That also can be tried and tested. And you need to see all the details about whatever course in future, also whatever you're going to for upgrading your skill from authentic organizations. It should be properly, it should be, who is organizing, conducting, and certification and so on. So that you have to keep in mind.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am, how
So
to get assignment?
I think I refer to this. Someone can help him.
So the assignments are already uploaded on the website. You just need to download it to them and submit it before 30th of March.
That means Kajal was really listening seriously. So Kajal, you just missed out one thing. It is going on to download section. Yeah,
Down.
download assignment. Huh?
Ma'am, I have a question.
Mm.
Hello. Ma'am, in case we complete the assignment earlier, can we submit it anytime before 30th or the date will be announced?
What? Before me, that can be done. Get in touch with your study center, na? That has to
Oh,
be
okay.
submitted in person.
No, no,
Okay. So,
please listen regarding the assignment submission.
yes, sir.
The assignment submission will start from 1st March
Okay.
2023 onwards, because of study center will collect the all assignments. All
Okay.
together, whatever the courses you are having, total 6 theory courses assignments together in different file. Okay, and the assignment cover page should have your details like your enrollment number, your name, your program code, your course code, and total your address, including your email ID and phone number. That either you can submit through post or you can go to the directly to your study center. This time we have given total 3 study centers. One is Seva Southern College of Education, Ullasnagar, Hansaraj Jivandas College of Education, Kar, and the KJ Somaya College of Arts and Commerce, Vidyanagar, Vidyavihar. These 3 centers, as per your registration details, you can submit. I think before going for the questions, one of our staff, Mr. Shashank, he will show you important websites as well as the links where you can download your assignments and where you will find our online student grievance redressal drive link. And also we are having the telegram room that titled as Mitra, Mumbai Igno Telegram Room for Assistance, and our social media, everything they will show you the links. After that, if anyone is having individual queries, we will take. Mr. Sashank, you can show that all our websites, downloads and links.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir. So,
Excuse
as
me,
you
sir.
are, ma'am, you can just wait for some time. After that presentation, we'll take the queries, if any. Just, I will take maybe not more than 10 minutes or less than that only. Uh, I'll be sharing my screen with you all. Share. So, as ma'am has informed you all about everything about assignment, examination, everything ma'am has informed, I'll be just sharing my screen to show you all means how to get it all. So, suppose updates के लिए or for anything, website is the primary source to get any information or update. ठीक है? So first website is our national website, which is ignu.ac.in. Since I have opened it in my phone due to some network issue in PC, I'll just show it in desktop site mein, desktop site mein, how it will appear in desktop. So if you open it in your computer, the website will look something like this. In order to get the latest update, you should always visit or you should always see, as you all can see, alerts, and as you all can see, news and announcements. Okay? So these are the two places where you can get the latest updates, like here registration for 36th convocation, date sheet for December 22, and many other things you can get here, and news and announcement also. There are a number of information which is provided from time to time by the university. Now at the home page itself, you all will be seeing this particular thing, which is enrollment number, program, date of birth. So what happens initially, most of the students write their enrollment program, date of birth over here. But it will always say your enrollment number, program, it does not register, contact us, RD, regional center, all these things they will tell. But the thing is, this is an outdated portal. You don't have to use this place page. Where you have to check, I will come to that in next 30-40 seconds. Mein. At home page of the website only, if you come down, here you all can see study material status. Okay? If you click at study material status, then for generally they keep 5 session ke liye status. So you all are for July 22 batch ke liye. If you click here, it will ask you for enrollment number. Write the enrollment number. It will show your name, your address, where you are going, where they are going to send, whether they have dispatched it or not. If it is 00, not dispatched. If it is dispatched from headquarters, you will get the postal number, that is post number, as well as the expected date of delivery also you will get. So suppose who has opted for soft copy of study material, they will not get the hard copy. They have to download the study material from eGyan course. You will not receive the email also. And suppose if you have opted for hard copy of study material, many of you might have received, some of you or many of you might not have received, which you will be receiving very soon. Till then, you also have to use soft copy of study material. Now, this soft copy of study material, which is available at eGyan course. eGyan course mein IGNU ka all study material for whatever program you want to get, you can get. Even if you are a student of IGNU, you are not a student of IGNU, whether you are in India or outside India, wherever eGyan course can be accessed, anybody can download the soft copy of study material of IGNU. That also we'll see how to download. Apart from that, if you come upper side mein thoda, there are tabs or bars, you can say. Student support, as the name itself suggests, it is all related to students. Student grievance, that is one igram portal is there for grievance. Downloads mein you can get assignments, as ma'am was also telling. Then results. Then first is student zone. Student zone mein if you just go through, whatever we are sharing, maybe I am only telling maybe 30-40% of the website. If you go to the website, you explore the website, national website as well as regional center Mumbai ka website, you will get to know much more details, how to check, where to check. It will not ask you anything. Just go anywhere and try to see what it is trying to show. Put your enrollment number, whether you can get something or not. Okay? So if you click at registration status, here you can check your registration details. You have to write your enrollment number, your program code, the verification code, and then if you submit, your registration page will appear. At your registration page, you will be able to see your name when you took the admission, program validity for 4 years, and many other things you all can see over there. Okay. I think somebody's mic is on. If you can just please switch off, otherwise I will do. Second. Okay, it is off now. So this is so many more things are there. We request you to just explore it. Now, as you all know that IGNU has 56 regional centers as of now across the country, and every regional center has its own website. So accordingly, even IGNU Regional Center Mumbai ka website is rcmumbai.ignu.ac.in. In order to get the updates, again here at the home page पे ऊपर जो tabs है वहाँ पे you will get study center tab. Study center tab पे if you click, a PDF file will get downloaded. What is this PDF file? This PDF file shows you the list of study centers along with the programs they have, which they are activated with, address, name of the program coordinator, if there is any contact number, email ID, working times, when it is open, when it is closed, working hours, everything you will get here. So you can click here, you can check out for your study center. Apart from that, latest update ke liye, this Mitra, which is Telegram room of IGNU, which is Mumbai IGNU Telegram room for assistance. So this is Telegram channel of IGNOU Regional Center Mumbai for one-way communication, all the latest updates from time to time. If you join, you yourself will come to know that all the latest updates are provided over here only. And our regional director sir himself most of the times provide the updates here to the students. Okay. So if you come to notice board priority you give, you check the notice board, you will get the latest update. Anything related to you will get the notice board mein latest update. Here you have counseling session, Viva voice, practical examination, other things are also there. Then e-Siksha tab mein if you come, e-Siksha tab mein you will get the direct links for number of things like the social media of regional center. So regional center Mumbai, IGNOU as a whole university has its own Facebook channel, page, has its own Twitter page, has its own YouTube channel. But Regional Center Mumbai has also its YouTube channel, Facebook page, and Twitter handle, which you all can follow for the updates. There also we are posting everything. Then frequently asked question, then some slides we have prepared, assignment question papers, direct link, many other things. Here also you will get one thing which is list of approved guides for all programs. Guides means it is academic counselors only. We have given the contact details also. So in case if you want, you can contact them also. Otherwise, after the counseling session, you can automatically get contacted as well. Okay. Then eligibility criteria for guide. This is especially for the second year students who generally asks for. Okay. Then comes the counseling classes. It is already available. Then one thing just now our RD sir was also telling that IGNOU Regional Center Mumbai conducts an online grievance redressal drive on second and fourth Friday at 11 a.m. every month. Every month ka second and fourth Friday at 11 a.m. an online grievance redressal drive is conducted. Okay, so you can join that meeting if there is any issue, anything you want to ask. But first point of contact for every learner is their study center. You have to contact your study center, visit your study center because you all have chosen the study center whichever is nearer to your house. Okay, so you can contact your study center. Still, if you have any issue, send email to us, call us, or otherwise you can join this meeting also. If you just come down, उसी के नीचे there is grievance redressal drive at study center. So what Regional Center Mumbai has done that we have asked our study centers also to conduct a grievance redressal drive at least once in a month. One or two centers are doing it offline, others all are doing it offline. Once you click here, you will get the details for that also. So this is about the website. So make it a habit to visit at least twice in a week the websites of IGNOU and IGNOU Regional Center Mumbai. Then we will come to soft copy of study material. If you just go to egyankosh.ac.in. So this is the home page of of egyancourse.ac.in. So as I told, it is open source for study material for anybody whoever has taken admission, not taken admission, opted for hard copy, opted for soft copy, anybody. Just there is no need for login. I have not logged in anything. I have not done. Just I came here. Suppose this is egyancourse.ac.in. I just wrote. Suppose I want study material for MAPC. I searched MAPC. Here it came MAPC. MAPC में first year, second year program guide. So program guide, as ma'am also told, program guide is very important. Whatever information is given to the learners is generally all available or even more is available in your program guide. So after induction meeting, you can go through your program guide as well. So here, if you click at suppose first year, if you click, you will get subjects. So first year, you have 7 subjects, 6 theory, 1 practical. So subject we call IGNOU में it as course codes, not subjects. We call it as course code. MAPC is your program code. ठीक है? तो subject MPC 1 का course code में अगर आप जाएंगे तो there are 4 blocks in MPC 1, and in every block you will get chapters which we call it as unit. ठीक है? So maybe every block में there are 4, 5, 6 units. So here you have 4 units. ठीक है? So इस तरीके से you have 4 blocks, every block में 4 to 5 units. So this completes one subject. तो इस तरीके से you can download the study material. Ma'am was also referring to BA Psychology Honors के program के लिए. That also you can download. I will just see BAPCH. If you just click BAPCH, you will get BAPCH. Here semester wise core courses के बारे में ma'am was telling. Here you will get semester wise. Suppose I go to semester 3, I'll get BPC 105, 106, 107. Because in this way you can download the study material soft copy. Then comes assignments. So as we have already shown you, वेबसाइट में जाना है, स्टूडेंट सपोर्ट में डाउनलोड्स में जाना है, देयर यू विल गेट द असाइनमेंट. सो असाइनमेंट ओपन करने के बाद यू विल गेट दिस पर्टिकुलर पेज. यू हैव टू चूज व्हाट प्रोग्राम, आपका क्या प्रोग्राम है. इट इज मास्टर्स डिग्री. ठीक है, इसमें मास्टर्स डिग्री में यू हैव टू गो फॉर एमए साइकोलॉजी. यू हैव टू सर्च वेयर इट इज. एमए साइकोलॉजी एमएपीसी हियर. ठीक है, एमए साइकोलॉजी एमएपीसी. आई जस्ट क्लिक. नाउ यू ऑल आर स्टूडेंट्स ऑफ फर्स्ट ईयर. आई जस्ट क्लिक फर्स्ट ईयर. फर्स्ट ईयर डाउन क्लिक करने के बाद पीडीएफ विल गेट डाउनलोडेड. So you have to see you have to see whether this is the latest question paper. Generally, latest question paper only is available. However, as you all are going to submit your assignments by in the month of March, the assignment question paper should pertain to July 2022 session. So the latest assignment question papers have been uploaded on website. You all can download and start writing the assignments. Here last date also given, as you all can see. So if you go down, you'll get the assignment question paper for MPC 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like this. So theory papers where you have assignments, which you all should be knowing. I think this was one thing we wanted to show. So the study material, website, assignments, all is done. So in this way, you can download everything. Now, overall, you all know that March month is very important. You have to submit your assignments in March. You have to fill an online examination form in the month of March or April, whenever the university gives. You have to keep on checking the website also. For that, you will get there. Website may you have to check for online examination form. You fill the examination form, and then your first year exam, theory exams will be in the month of June. And after theory paper, you will have your practical examination. Counseling sessions, whichever is to be conducted, will be conducted by your study center, whether practical or theory. After the induction meeting, generally the study centers schedule the counseling sessions also. And third thing is that before writing your first year examination, you have to apply for second year admission. That is before June only, you will have your second year admission. That also maybe in the month of April or May month, that will be also online. Okay, so this was the overall thing we wanted to inform. After this, sir, we can take the queries now.
You can call the student, those who have raised their hand one by one.
Sir.
Accordingly, we can give the answer to the students.
Okay, sir. Okay. So most of the things you all have been informed. So I just request if your query has been already answered, do not ask or repeat that question. And if you have any genuine issue, you can raise your hand. We will call one by one. Whoever is asking the question, they will, of course, they will on their audio. They should also switch on their video. Okay. So Vijay Pandey.
Hello.
बताइए.
Sir, what about offline session?
देखिए, कोई ऑफलाइन सेशन तो आप जो बात कर रहे हैं, मेरे ख्याल में आप काउंसलिंग सेशन के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं. वो ऑलरेडी हमने बता दिया है. काउंसलिंग सेशन जब भी होगा, आपका स्टडी सेंटर कंडक्ट करेगा. वो ऑनलाइन होगा, ऑफलाइन होगा, वो टाइम आने पे डिसाइड होगा, पर जनरली वो ऑनलाइन ही होता है.
Your theory sessions will be conducted through online, whereas the practical sessions will be offline. Accordingly, the schedule will be uploaded in our RC Mumbai website, as well as we post in all our social media, and you should follow our website properly.
ठीक है, तो एक बार फिर से प्लीज आप लोग को अपना वीडियो भी ऑन करना है. सपना सूर्यवंशी. अदरवाइज कविता सूफी. सविता, अदरवाइज अक्षा खान. Afsha Khan, then Twisha Mehta.
So my question was regarding the internship that you said would be given in the second year. So will that be like given from the college, it's IGNOU itself, where the internship will be provided?
No.
No, Trisha, you have to look out for the organizations yourself after going through the criteria.
Okay.
Okay. Just check the specialization group in which you are, plus the criteria of the organization, and start looking. In fact, abhi se bhi, you can just start exploring the options you have in your city.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Vaishnavi Balachandran.
Yeah, I'm unable to access the student dashboard. Like my login is failing despite like the correct user ID and all. So I wanted to know where can I get that resolved.
So which link you are using?
The one that I got at the time of confirmation of my admission from IGNOU.
ठीक है. See, there are two things. I will just paste in the chat box.
Okay.
Let's see. This is one link where you can check your registration details. As we were sharing the screen, this page only
Yeah.
we had shown to you. So this you can use. And admission portal पे जो आपने बनाया था ना, which was ignoadmission.samartha.edu.in. Now,
Yeah.
if you have your enrollment number, then that portal anyhow will be closed maybe in 15-20 days because new admission session will start. I am sharing one link, igno.samarth. It is for all the students. Anyhow, when you are applying for your second year admission, you all have to register in this link only, which is ignu.samarth.edu.in. You all have to register in this link. If somebody has not got their ID card, they have to download their ID card from this link only. In this link, if you go, you have to use your enrollment number as username, and you have to create or generate one password through new registration. Okay? That you all can do. Once you open this link, you all will be able to know.
Okay. But the place for downloading your ID card and all, that particular link is
This only.
not
Second one which I gave just now.
And if in case the problem persists, who should I contact?
No, you try now only, na, because this induction is going on. Generally, you will not face. Still, if you have any issue, you can send email.
Okay. Thank you.
Hetal Waghela.
Hello. Yes, so sorry, I was having some network issue also. So I might, like, ma'am might have shared the information, but still, I would have maybe missed out on information about this. So this question is in continuation with what Twisha had asked, ma'am. So we would be finding the placement, like the institute for internship. So but like, will we get a kind of letter or something which we can submit there so that they give us the permission or something?
See, all kinds of letters, they are there in the internship handbook, right?
Okay.
So any particular kind of internship, you want a recommendation letter from the regional center, that can also be done. That's not an issue. Or through an email, you can write to the course coordinator. The course coordinator email ID is given in the handbook itself.
Okay. And ma'am, for the exams, you had said that for practicum exam, we would be having our study center as the center. But for the theory exam, you said there would be different centers. So, like what, like different colleges, or what is it?
That you'll find out when you fill up the exam form. That's not an issue.
Okay, fine, ma'am. And ma'am, last out what I have is you said we would be like during the research part, we will be given the guides. So do we have to pay for that guides, or we have to find out from outside?
No payment. As a student, you should not be paying anything. See, academic counselors, one thing is your academic counselors, number one. They are there to guide you. They will guide you for the research. And there is some kind of a remuneration that the university gives to them. On successfully completing your research and everything, the form is filled up. And that's not your, this thing. That is not your task. Secondly, if you know someone from, see, there are two categories, na? Who is an academic counselor and who is not an academic counselor. So the one who fulfills our criteria, who can be a guide, So that criteria is also mentioned in the handbook. Plus, Abhi, just now on the screen, it was written like the guides for the project work, right?
Yes.
So refrain from paying anyone.
Okay, ma'am.
See, there is also one point like that's also a shortcut for many of the students, right? So that payment part should not be there because the university has made some arrangement of remuneration for the these guides, right?
Guides. Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. So, but you need to follow, if you're not taking someone who is in academic counseling, you need to follow like the person should be PhD, teaching in some college or university department and so on. वो एक बार देख लेना, the details are there in the handbook of project.
Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am.
I
Thank you, sir.
request all the students first please concentrate on your first year because of you are having 6 theory papers and 1 practicum, that is MPCL 007. After completing the first year, anyhow, after your re-registration, again we are going to organize a guidelines session. Okay, every year we used to organize a guidance session on the project, internship, and practical for all the programs. As a part of it, we will also organize for MA Psychology. First, you please concentrate on the MPC 5 and 6, complete it for doing of your theory and everything. We are here, no need to worry. Okay, someone is raising hand. They will call you sequence wise. Shashank, call the next student.
Yes, sir. Shrikant Verma. आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही है सर। मेरे ख्याल में आपके माइक का इशू है, आप वो ईयरफोन निकाल के बोलिए।
Yeah, am I audible now?
Yes, tell.
Yeah, good evening, madam. Good evening, sir. There is this suggested reads in the material. At the end of each chapter, there are these suggested reads. So, actually, I mean, are those books available at the study center, or where can we find them, madam?
There might be some basic books that might be available at the study center. I'm not very sure of that, but now many PDFs are available of these suggested readings online also. You may find such books in any other library also, in any other, there might be some kind of a college library or a central library in the university department. There you will find, right? So you can get access to that.
Okay, madam. Thank you. Thank you.
See, these are just given for your help. Try to first read the material, the content that is given to you, and then go on to the suggested reading. Right?
Okay.
First, you develop an understanding of what is already given.
Okay, madam. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Saili.
Hello. Yes, sir. So in the first year, I just wanted to go through the schedule, whichever ma'am shared, to just get more clarity. So we have to submit assignment for each subject. Also, we have one final written exam, one final practical exam, and the practicals, the sessions will be conducted offline. So this is gonna be the overall schedule for the first year that we have to complete. Is there anything I'm missing out?
No doubt, that is correct.
Okay. And sir, if we have to get in contact with the academic counselors, how do we get in contact if we need some help in studies or anything?
I think we have already shown you our RC Mumbai website, where there is a e-Siksha icon is there, the tab. If you click that, you are going to scroll down, you can see approved guides. Okay, that means they are all the academic counselors for the different programs, including MA Psychology. We are having around 300, 400 faculty details where their email ID is given and the phone number if someone phone number they may not respond, email you can send. And also one more important thing I would like to inform all the students, they're all the part-time faculties, they are not from the IGNO, they're all approved academic counselors, they are working somewhere. You cannot demand them, you cannot demand them. Some of the students used to write to the email, he is not responding, she is not responding, because of that is their part-time activity and volunteer activity, where if they are having the time, they will guide you. Otherwise, they will say, no, you cannot force anyone. Okay? That details are all available. You please go through that and you can approach them. And anyhow, we are going to conduct the counseling sessions, theory counseling sessions. At the time, you can have the interaction with them. Later on, you can coordinate and contact with them. But before that, you please go through the study material, download assignment questions, start writing up your assignment. Yeah, we will conduct very limited counseling sessions. As I think Dr. Monica Mishra has explained you about these counseling sessions and all. Yes. Before that, as a learner, you all have to go through the study material. Either it is a hard copy or the soft copy. You have to go through and prepare your own notes. No one is going to give you in the notes. This is a open distance learning where you are all adult. This is adult studies. That is a self-learning material. You have to learn yourself. Wherever you are getting the doubts, some concepts are not clear, some definitions are not clear, and because of you are all new to the psychology, maybe some difficult content is there, that is going to be discussed in the academic counseling, but they are not going to adapt any lecture method in the counseling sessions. That's why we call it as academic counseling. We are not calling it as a lecture. It is academic counseling, means consist of counseling, means guidance plus tutoring, both involved. That's why you should prepare yourself. You have to note down the points. At the time of the counseling, you should have the discussions for more clarity. That also, theory sessions are not compulsory. We used to conduct last time through Facebook, we have organized, through Google Meet, we have organized. Less student attends, and also in addition to that, no need to wait for this. IGNO is Regional Center Mumbai is organizing. We make it open to nationwide, because of all the regional centers are uploading their schedule. Maximum 95% of the theory sessions we are organizing through online platforms. Suppose RC Nagpur is organizing counseling sessions. You can attend. That also we will share. RC Pune is organizing. That also you can attend. RC Delhi is organizing. You can attend. There is no need to wait for RC Mumbai only. RC Mumbai organizes, other regional center students also will join. And we uploads every month our Gyan Darshan schedule. As I told in the beginning, we are having 24 hours education channel. That is a Gyan Darshan. That schedule well in advance we upload in our IGNO main website. You can see it by sitting at your home itself. This is the GD2. That is the Gyan Darshan channel, is a free channel. And we are having Swayam Prabha channels also. 17 and 18. That is given to the IGNO. Through that also we are organizing counseling sessions. And FM radio is there. That is online FM radio. Through that also we are teaching. And even if you see the e-Gyan Kosh, e-Gyan Kosh is not only for the study material. In that e-Gyan Kosh homepage, if you see the recorded videos also uploaded, conducted through Facebook, conducted through YouTube channel, these are all uploaded in that e-Gyan Kosh along with the study material. These are the media where we are providing support services. No need to wait whether my study center is organizing the sessions or my regional center is organizing the sessions, when they will send the email to me. Not like that. Now it is open to all the students. Previously, there was a barriers where we are organizing physical classes. Only the student has to go to the study center. Then only you will get to the support services. Now, our Honorable Vice Chancellor is telling, and even the Government of India, online we are making everything. Now you can see, no need to travel anywhere. We have invited students, about 120, 30 students have participated. Now this video recorded, this will be uploaded in our YouTube channel, post in the Facebook and the Twitter, and even in our Telegram we will post. The student who listens this one, they also can see. Even after 1 month, if you get any doubts, you can refer this video and clear your doubts. These are the facilities we are providing. That's why there is no need to wait or someone has to send something to you. You can explore, you can visit our websites, and you can follow our social media. Everything you will get. Okay?
Yes, sir. And also about the practicals that will be conducted, the mails will be sent to us by the study center itself.
Yes, 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 yes. There is no problem. About the practical sessions, we will conduct your examination in the June 2023. Before that or after your examinations, we will conduct.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you, sir.
Next,
Sir, can I leave then?
Thank you, Dr. Monica Mishra ji.
Thank you, sir.
And having the interaction and providing the information to the students. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, sir. And the students can be in touch with us, program coordinators, course coordinators, and our email is psychology@ignou.ac.in. That is given in the handbook also. So all the very best. Thank you so much, sir. I think the students
thank you. Thank you, Dr. Monica.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay,
Thank you,
bye-bye.
ma'am. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, still any student is having any issues?
Thank you, ma'am. So just one
Sir, good
thing I
evening.
want to
I
ask.
have a question.
This is
no,
Sishant,
we have
follow the sequence.
Shama Purohit.
Yeah, sir, I had two questions. Firstly, to enroll for this course, we had been asked to upload our original certificate right from the schooling, but the name what got registered was my pre marriage name. Like I just wanted to have it changed, and I tried on the website, but it is not allowing me to change my name.
No. Suppose whatever the 10th class certificate name, that only
Yeah.
will be accepted. If you want to change that name, you should contact the regional center. You have to come here and give one application along with name change gazette notification. Okay,
Okay.
your marriage certificate and the gazette notification, and that same you have changed your name. It should also be published in the newspaper. That cutting and all you have to bring to us. Then accordingly we will change the name.
Okay, so much things have been required. Okay,
Yes,
and
we cannot, on your certificate some name is there. If you want to change that name as it is, we cannot change.
no, sir, only the surname part actually. The
Whatever it may be, the madam, I am telling
yeah.
you, this is the university procedure. You
Okay.
please follow it.
Okay, and one more query. Madam told that we have to choose our specialization. Like, it is at what stage of the program it is needed? Like,
That is in the second year. Now you all
okay,
have joined for the first year. This is
okay,
the
okay,
July 2022. In the month of March or April, okay, you have to register for your second year.
okay.
At
Fine,
the
fine,
time,
sir.
you select whatever the field you like, either it is a clinical or counseling or industrial. That is up to you. And one more thing, I already told, during the second year, we are going to organize again this type of the guidance meeting. No problem. At the time, you can contact us also.
Okay, sir. So thank you very much.
So just one thing, my old papers, all the ones that have been completed, when will the marks get reflected in the new readmission that I've taken?
One thing I would like to inform you very
Yeah.
importantly, you have taken the fresh admission. Okay.
Sorry, sir.
Now, after completing your maximum period, now
Yeah.
you have taken the fresh admission. Okay.
Correct. Yeah.
Once you get the new admission and enrollment number, you
Huh.
have to apply for the credit transfer. Have you applied?
I did, sir. I sent it all by speed post.
You have sent to the Delhi SRD.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Have it reflected in your grade card?
No, sir.
When did you send?
So it's more in November.
November. It is December. It will
Yeah.
take minimum 3 months time.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Then once it reflects in your
Yeah.
grade card, once it reflects in your grade card,
Yeah.
remaining courses you can complete.
Okay, there is only one project to be done, so that's the only thing. Otherwise, all papers are done.
Whatever it may be there, you can do accordingly.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Sir,
Next.
yeah, sir,
Okay,
I
sir.
just want
Thank
to
you, sir.
know, sir, this is Mrigya, and I just want to know that.
No, please be in the line. Our staff will call. Don't come in the middle, please.
Next student is Amulya.
Yes, good evening to all, sir. Thank you so much for the induction meeting. I just want to ask, how do we complete our study hours? That is 30 hours of study for the credit. So, how do we complete that?
One thing, I think Dr. Monica, I thought she explained, this one is the credit system where we have mentioned 30 hours. It is including of all your activities. There is no such type of measurement, whether you have spent 30 hours or not. No one is going to evaluate you. No one is going to check you. As per the academic arena, academic experts told, they have mentioned, one student wants to complete one credit, means that 30 hours of the study they have to make, including of reading your study material, writing of your assignments, attending your counseling sessions, attending your practicals, discussion with your faculty. These are all included in that one. It is not, no one is going to see whether you have spent the 30 hours or not. This is general calculation, academic arena mein. Suppose one has to complete one credit. These are all the activities you have to do. Accordingly, you have to include. You cannot, you don't have any scale. Every day, today I have spent the 1 hour or 2 hours like that. Nothing. These are all the activities involved in that one. Accordingly, you can do.
Got it, sir. Thank you so much.
Yes, next student is Ved.
Yes, good evening, sir. So I wanted to know whether I can submit my assignments till March, in the March period, and then give my exams in December.
100%. You can submit your assignments in the June exam ke liye, March. You can write exams in the December. Okay? And even that exams also, you are having total 6 theory exams. Out of that 6, 3 you can give in the June, and the remaining 3 you can give in the December. Okay, you can split that also. Suppose you don't want to give even in the December, you can give the next year June also. There is no problem. No need to again submit the assignments. Assignment submission is one time. Okay, suppose you are submitting all the 6 assignments in the June. In the December May, no need to submit assignments. And again in the next June May also, if you are writing first year, that time also no need to submit your assignments. You can split your theory papers also. Two now you can write, remaining two you can write next session. Again, two you can write another session. Maximum all the courses, first year and second year, should be completed within this 4 years of the maximum period. Okay?
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah, good.
Mrigya Gupta.
Yeah, sir, I just want to know that after this induction program, will this the like my RC this is Hansraj College. So are they going to make any another group with us, or we have to go to them or go to the college itself,
For
or are
what
they going to send us any mail
for what
for the
purpose?
classes and all?
So I told very clearly, the classes are open to all the students across the nation. Also, I am telling. Okay. We are conducting the counseling sessions through different media. As I told, I am again repeating. Okay. Through Swayam Prabha, through Gyan Darshan, through FM radio, through other RCs. And these all counseling schedules we are going to upload in our RC Mumbai website.
Okay, sir.
That you have to please follow. RC Mumbai website, that's what we have shown you, our regional center Mumbai website. And please follow our social media. In the chat box also, we have given you all the links. Our Facebook page, our Twitter page, particularly our Telegram room page also we have given. We are having about more than the 3,000 students in the Telegram room. Immediately, within minutes, you will receive all the information, whatever we are uploading in our website. Okay?
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, please.
Next student is Priyanka Talwar. Otherwise, Prerna Bhatia.
Good evening, sir. Sir, I would like to know when our lectures will be conducted in study center. Can we know any approx date or something?
Probably we are going to start from the February.
February. Okay. May I know days or whether Sunday, Saturday, any how many days in a week?
We conduct only Saturdays or Sundays. It is not compulsory also. It is not compulsory to attend.
Okay.
You all got the study material. You go through it. If you get any doubts, then only you attend. Otherwise, if you feel I am comfortable with the study material, you start writing off your assignments.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, please.
Soumya Ansari.
We conduct only each course ke liye 1 or 2 sessions. 2 sessions only we will conduct. You are having MPC 1, MPC 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5, 6 ke liye we will conduct more because of it is a research methodology and statistics where you have to complete both the program, both the courses to do the project in the second year. That is the compulsory one. Without completing MPC 5 and 6, you will not be allowed to do the project. But anyhow, now the project is not compulsory. Previously, it was a compulsory component in the second year. Now they have given another course. Instead of the project, you can do the positive psychology, some course they have given. If you don't want to do the project, equal course is also available. Okay, next.
Yeah, hello, sir. I actually had a query to know if there is a possibility to change my study center from
100.
KJ Soumya College to Hansraj Jivandas College.
No, in the Mumbai.
Yeah, in the Mumbai itself, sir. In the Mumbai itself.
In the Mumbai, we are not going to change any study center.
In the Mumbai, you're not going to change?
If you want to go outside the Mumbai.
No, sir. Within Mumbai, I wanted to change.
You will change.
No, sir. Within Mumbai, I wanted to change.
One thing I am telling, there is no importance of the study center.
Okay.
Of all your support services, conducting the counseling sessions through online. Your assignment submission, you can submit by post, you can go there. Okay,
Okay, sir.
that is the
Okay, sir.
only in the month of the March. Practical sessions, we will see. We will not conduct practical sessions in all the 3 places.
Okay, sir.
We will select one study center. There we will conduct. You can go and attend. That's it. Either
Okay, sir.
study center is Seva Southern College or the Hansraj Jivandas College or KJ Somaya, no matters.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot.
If you are shifting from Mumbai to other place, you can change your regional center.
No, sir. I just wanted to know this. Sir. Thank you. Thank you for answering.
Yeah, please.
Priyanka Rane.
It's Priyanka Talwar.
Now, if you are not having any queries, you can leave the meeting. Wait till last.
Otherwise,
I want to...
Jasmine Tamboli.
Excuse me, sir.
आपका नाम?
Priyanka Talwar.
नहीं, आपका नंबर आएगा मैम. आप
Oh, sorry.
Jasmine Tamboli.
Do we have to?
You have to visit.
Visit a center. Huh.
I am not getting your point.
Just, we have to attend the lectures also. It will be exam.
Your voice is not clear, please.
So do we have
I understand something from your voice. How many times you have to visit to the study center? That is depend upon you. Okay, if you want to go daily to the study center, you can go. I told very clearly, we are conducting the counseling sessions through online. There is no need to go to the study center. I said assignments can be sent either by post or you can go directly. And whereas the practicals will be conducted physical. That means if you go through your MPCL 007, there are about 7 practicals we have to conduct. That means you have to go to your study center minimum 7 Sundays or 7 Saturdays. Okay? I think I answered. Next student, you go.
Sunita Nair.
Good evening, sir. I'd actually wanted to ask a...
You please unmute yourself, ma'am. No, you unmute yourself.
Okay, sorry. Good evening, sir. My question, one of it got addressed. So I just have a quick question. It might have got addressed, but I'm not sure. I just want to know if I have completed my assignment, can I submit it? Supposing if I've completed it in December,
I told very clearly, the study centers start receiving the assignments from the 1st March 2023 onwards. Before that, they will not take. You are not.
I think I missed that. So hence asking this question, sir.
Yeah.
So from 1st March. Thank you so much.
Priyanka Talwar.
Sir, I wanted to know if I want to give 2 exams in July and the rest 4 in December. Can I do it that I'm just completing the assignments for 2 exams and the rest 4 exams in December?
100%.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Then next is Sachu Nair. Sachu Nair, आप unmute करिए अपना.
Yeah. So good evening, sir. I wanted to know that can I change the regional center through the website, or should I go to the regional center and request for the change? Like
for the changing of the regional center, you can apply through online, some of the portal. But
okay,
for changing the regional center, you have to get the no objection certificate from the regional center where you want to transfer. because of yours is a
Oh,
practical oriented program. Where do you want to go?
yeah.
Where do you want to change your RC?
Okay. So currently my regional Mumbai is my regional center. So I wanted to change it to Cochin. So
Yeah,
I need a no objection
yeah.
certificate from
Please,
Mumbai or
no, no. Please write mail to RC Cochin, requesting them.
okay,
I
okay,
want to change my regional center from Mumbai to Cochin. For that purpose, please issue the NOC. They will issue
okay,
your
sir.
NOC. Then you please submit to the RC Mumbai through email along with your identity
Okay,
card. Then we will change your records online. It will go to the RC Cochin and the same will reflect in your registration details. Once your online records reaches to the Cochin, they will allot you study center under RC Cochin. Okay?
okay, okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah.
Zahira Pereira.
Good evening, sir. Sir, I just learned that exam submissions can be divided into December and next June, depending on our the time that we get to submit it, give it. But I just want to know the re-registration for the second year has to be done in June 2023, or will it be after the exams are done?
No, no, before the examinations, the link will be available in our website
Okay.
in the month of March, April, May.
Okay. So irrespective whether exams of the first year are given later.
One thing you can see, re-registration is nothing but the registration for your second year.
Right.
Either you submit your assignments or not, you can do the re-registration. Either you write your theory examinations or not, you can do your second year re-registration. Either you complete your MPC 5 or 6 or MPCL 7, you can do your re-registration second year.
Okay. Okay, sir. Only that much. Thank you.
Yeah.
Then I think one student, Sunita Nair.
So I just have one more question. I would be changing my address shortly because of moving from one location to another. So do I have to visit the study center and
No need to visit anywhere. You please send email to RC Mumbai with
RC Mumbai?
your identity card. RC
I'm
Mumbai
sorry,
at
sir.
RC Mumbai at igno.ac.in.
Okay.
From where you got the email of this invitation, na, induction meeting invitation.
Okay.
Same email you send the mail mentioning change of your address.
Okay.
Okay. Whatever the new address, you give the details and attach your identity card.
Okay.
Then we will
Because
change it.
it should be based on either the Aadhaar card or
No,
any
no,
of
no.
those.
You want your enrollment number, your program code, your present address, and which address you want to change. Because we want to verify your records. Simply someone send the email asking someone का admission cancel करो, someone का address change करो, ऐसा mail आया तो we don't believe ना. That's why
Yes.
we are asking
Yeah.
student
I just wanted
identity
to know
card.
whether we would require any ID proof which shows the new. Nothing of that sort. All
No,
right.
no.
Okay. Fine. So that's convenient. Thank you, sir.
Okay, then, last student, one more hand is raised. Gayatri.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, we are supposed to give all the assignments and the exams in writing, handwritten, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
assignments is handwritten only.
Yeah. Okay. Do we have options for writer?
Writer.
Because see, I had an accident long back. I have done a lot of work with my left hand for a number of years. Now I don't, for the last so many years, wherever I worked on the computer. So it has become that, now my hand, I can't write that long. But yeah, I have been practicing so that I can give the, thing in writing, but otherwise it could be a problem. Then would writer facility be available for the exams at least? Assignment I can write little and get it over and done with.
We are having the facility of the scribe
Yeah.
and extra time for the people with disability as
Okay.
per the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment, Government of India guidelines.
Okay.
Anyone person with disability produce the certificate more than 40% of the
Disability.
disability they're having. The certificate should be issued by the government hospital doctor.
Okay.
On the basis of that, we give extra time, 1 hour for means 20 minutes for the 1 hour examination, 40 minutes for the 2 hours exam, 60 minutes for the 3 hours exam, and we allow the scribe after doing verification. I don't think you are coming under this category.
Sir, yeah, I don't have a hand, and the disability certificate I have along with the UDID is an 80% disability. That is what they say. I didn't know about it till recently that I have 80% disability. So yeah, I think I'll be able to manage without a scribe if I have more time.
No. If you produce the certificates at the
Right.
time of the examination, once you apply the exam, hall ticket is generated.
Right.
You have to approach the regional center with valid documents. After verification of the documents, the regional center will give you the permission as per the government's rules and regulations.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah, please.
Yes, sir. I think one more student, Shashank Donde, he has raised his hand.
Yeah, please.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir. Actually, sir, my study center is in Hansaraj College for this course. But if I want to give exam from another study center, exam center that is which is from Nasik, is my native place, and which comes under different regional center. For only exam, I can choose that exam center.
Theory examinations you can write anywhere in India.
Okay.
Anywhere in India. I'm telling once again, theory examinations you can write anywhere in India. While applying examination form, submitting examination form, you can select the examination center wherever you want to write. No objection at all.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, I think completed.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. Anyhow, this is the beginning of your journey. We are going to meet you people in the several occasions in future. There is no problem, no need to worry. Indira Gandhi National Open University is for the students. We are all here, Regional Center Mumbai, along with me. All my staff also here. Even our office hours is 6 o'clock. Even we are answering the students. There is no need to worry about your studies. As a regional director, I give you the assurance that we are all here to support you. Be comfortably, be happy, and make your studies well and have the good future after completion of the program. I once again wish you all the best for your studies in our pride Indira Gandhi National Open University. Thank you, one and all. Sashank, you can go ahead.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much for your close discussion.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.